And now it's time for one of our favorite segments, a miscellaneous what the fuck. So Nathan, what's a miscellaneous what the fuck?
Well, Michael, I'll tell you what the fuck a miscellaneous what the fuck is. So, a miscellaneous what the fuck is a segment that we created because we have an asshat segment for particularly heinous individuals, and we have a D-bag segment for people that make just stupid arguments. But sometimes something really funny happens that doesn't involve either of those. And sometimes we just need to talk about them.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted a segment full of miscellaneous things that make us just say, what the fuck? So, Michael, what is this week's miscellaneous what the fuck?
Well, this week's miscellaneous what the fuck is delivered to us from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, where
Ooh.
a pastor named Greg Locke, who is somewhat known, I think, in Christian circles for being super MAGA and super, intense.
I like him already.
Yeah, he was pulling some shit with regards to the Barbie movie that just really was fucking funny and crazy to look at. So if you haven't heard about the movie Barbie, there's a Barbie movie that was recently released, and it's delightful, but people on the right are flipping the fuck out because it has the audacity to question some of the, traditional structures of power in the United States. We don't have to get into it too deeply beyond that, except for the fact that, people are losing their shit. Ben Shapiro's losing his shit. Like all the right-wing commentators are viewing this as a direct attack on their worldview.
Which, by the way, another example of a boycott that really just put a movie, put something into the limelight.
Exactly.
Because the movie ended up making like what, $1.5 billion, something
I don't
like
know.
that.
I think
over $1 billion.
Well over $1 billion.
Yeah, well over
$1
billion. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So great job.
Good
guys.
job, everybody. And so a video has been circulating of this Tennessee pastor who, let me just paint a picture. He's salt and pepper, gray hair. He's got a short sleeve button up, and he's kind of jacked. Like he's got, a little ripply. He's one of those pastors that's kind of ripply, and he's like got a huge screen behind him. It's one of those churches that's super techie. And in his hand, it's a little hard to see in the video, but in his hand, he has a baseball bat with a Bible taped to it.
Hold on. What type of tape is it? Like, is it duct tape? Is it masking tape? Is it
definitely duct tape? It is duct tape and zip ties. So he's
that's responsible tape, because like I hear that and I'm thinking, depending on what tape you use, that's just gonna fly
off. And if you're going to use a Bible to weight your baseball bat, this is a home defense tip.
Although when you take it off, I feel like that's like, isn't the duct tape gonna like tear up the cover?
The Bible? Yeah, I don't think he's really worried about the Bible based on what he does next.
I feel like you're supposed to respect the Bible, though, aren't you?
Or if you're him, it's your weapon against demons.
And by that, I assume you mean like reading out of it, right?
Nope.
That's what you mean?
Well, so
because that's what you're supposed to do to books.
No. In the horror movies, obviously, what you have to do to fight the demons that are coming at you is hit them with literal Bibles. So that is literally what he's doing. So he's quoting from Corinthians while he's doing this, right? And he's quoting, "For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strong hands." And then he turns to a Barbie house, which is now in screen, a beautiful Barbie mansion, and proceeds to absolutely, positively fucking destroy this thing with the baseball bat Bible. Which is just like, oh, I love it. I'm just loving, this is probably the most absurd freak out over the Barbie movie that I've seen so far.
I mean, sometimes like you do have to wonder, do these people wake up in the morning and look in the mirror and think, you're the very picture of sanity? Or do they realize how fucking nuts they sound?
This guy's like, you know what? I'm a moral, spiritual leader, and I'm going to teach these people lessons that they will use in their day-to-day life to be good people. And I'm going to do that with a baseball bat.
With a Bible attached to it.
Yeah, and again, to Nate's point, and I am just so sane. I'm as sane as you get.
Yeah, okay. I mean, in his defense, though, I mean, maybe he just saw the wrong movie. I mean, I know that there are horror movies that exist out there where, like, you know, it's like a dollhouse that gets infected by demons or possessed by demons.
Yeah.
And maybe he saw one of those movies. I don't do horror movies, so I can't tell you any names of them, but maybe he saw one of those movies and thought it was the Barbie movie and was like, well, fuck, I need to sanctify this house with the Bible, and I don't want to touch it because I'm afraid of this demon like fucking possessing me, you know. Maybe it was just therapy. Like
maybe that's it.
Because like I am a complete pansy when it comes to horror movies. I'm the type of person that, you know, the scariest that I can tolerate is like Sixth Sense, you know.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I mean, he does talk in his sermon about how you have to like destroy the house to get the demons out and all that stuff. So maybe you're right. Maybe he like was dressed in his all pink to go see the Barbie movie like a good Tennessee pastor should, and he accidentally walked into a horror movie theater and he was like, "Oh my God, I must profess on this."
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I look at this stuff and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. What the fuck?